this week ago. Swear she got that like wow. She's blessed on blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got you ain't go. Say less. Shush. What you saying?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some adjustments will have to be made by both teams here as the weather has turned nasty and rain will be coming down throughout this game. Let's see who can manage the wet conditions better. It's the Broncos going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 49 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kouamisi in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. 1st and goal from the 8. first and goal. Drake. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. In motion left goes Sanders. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Design run for their wideout, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it third down. Off play action, Tannehill, and the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. And Sanders now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Sanders in motion right. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Sanders has it over the middle. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. Trucks over him. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. We didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Tannehill going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 83 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. They give it to Anderson, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Landry. The return following a punt of 47. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force it incomplete.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. We're getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Anderson. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. So now here come the Dolphins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep here for the running back, Charles. And this one is incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Leonte Carew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. First down and goal to go from the 7. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 319! And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Handoff for Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Handoff comes to Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
319! 358!
On first down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Wake in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
They're going to run with Charles. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they get within 7.
Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. Rodgers to throw again. Steps away to his left. Looking long for Thomas. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's the guys that scout games for you.